Aviwe Mtila, as you can see, very lively by-elections taking place there where Govan Whittles is. Let's find out if it's the same story where Aviwe Mtila is in West Park. Aviwe, yes, you've been, I'm not sure if you heard that conversation that Govan has just had, but what is the sort of situation there in West Park in terms of support? Who maintains the support there in West Park, and are they likely to hold on to it?
Traditionally, West Park and Ward 3 have been a DA stronghold. In fact, it's going to be one of the hotly contested wards. I am in West Park, which is one of the 9 vacant wards in the Tshwane area out of 103. And in fact, the DA has indicated that it'll be contesting only 3 of these wards. Now, joining me is the 2 contenders, one from the ANC, Julius Malehopo, as well as Mandla Nhlapo from the DA contender. Thank you for joining us at eNCA. But let's start with this particular ward and why it's vacant. How did it become about to be vacant?
Well, from our understanding as the ANC is that in 2016 the majority had voted for a DA councillor. But unfortunately, down the line, the councillor decided, to vacate the position. And for us as residents of Ward 3, we were alarmed in the way that he vacated the position because, firstly, the gentleman didn't stay in this area. I mean, he was staying somewhere in Midrand and he ended up being in Cape Town. After having vacated the position for about 10 months, we didn't know about his whereabouts, and later we discovered that he has gone back to Cape Town, and it was 10 months after the fact.
They're saying the DA previous councillor went AWOL, you the new candidate for the DA. Why should people vote for you if such instances have happened allegedly previously?
I think it's important that we get our ducks in order and indicate that it's not that he just upped and left. Our councillor was incapacitated, and he thought that obviously, like anybody who's sick, you go and you take treatment, and after a certain time you can come back. But unfortunately, his illness was very grave, and he had to be relieved of his duties. And when that was done, the communication was made, and immediately Councillor Ndlovu, PR councillor, was placed in Ward 3 assisting the residents until I also came into the picture when this position was made vacant.
I want to talk about the service delivery issues in Tshwane, which plague Tshwane, but we all know the lead councillors, the majority are from the ANC, yet there's a number of service delivery issues. What's going to change now?
No, let me correct something. I think the municipality is under the administration of the DA. It's not under the administration of the ANC. So what you see in Ward 3 is what is happening in the entire Tshwane, that there's lack of a coordinated service delivery. I mean, what we have seen in the past weeks, leading to the by-election is that the DA has made available 1 million here. They have been, coming out with street lights and all these kind of things in order to get the voters to vote for them in the wards that they are contesting. We find this to be deceiving to the general residents, because as residents we know that the DA has failed, and for them to come in the week or so before the by-elections and think that our residents will fall for it, I think it shows the level of thinking that takes place within the DA. I need to say that the problem with the DA stems from its own policies, that it caters for people who are voting for it in the majority. You'll remember in the past, I think DA got 47% from Tshwane. With that, 30% was coming from affluent suburbs, and 17% was coming from areas like Ward 3. So what happens is that they prioritize, the areas where they're getting the majority over the areas that they're not getting majority.
Unfortunately, I have to wrap. I know Mandla Nhlapo would also like to get a word in, but time is against us, Yuveka. You can see this is one of the wards that will be hotly contested, as the DA indicated that it will be only contesting 3 out of the 9 vacant wards in Tshwane. We'll be moving around, giving you the latest as it develops.
All right, Aviwe Mtila, thanks very much. You can continue your conversation once we say goodbye to you, I suppose, and we'll hear from about these by-elections throughout the day as well. Thanks very much. A quick word from what's happening abroad now.